Lynette Munyali. We are so excited to have her in studio tonight. She's looking fantastic. She's looking brilliant, and I'm sure she still has those amazing killer moves. Let me step away from the red couch now. I'll be catching up with Size 8 very shortly. Let me let her do what she does best. Hashtag is one-on-one.
Usinioni naruka ruka msela sijafika. Usinioni nacheza ngoma msela sijafika.
Usinioni naruka ruka dada sijafika. Usinioni nacheza ngoma dada sijafika.
Usinioni mimi kwenye historia sijafika. Usinioni mimi kwenye tamu tamu sijafika.
Usinioni narusha rusha mateke sijafika. Usinioni na washa washa moto sijafika.
Sijafika. Yeah, natafuta Yesu maishani yao. Yeah, natafuta Yesu maishani yao. Yeah, natafuta Yesu maishani yao. Yeah, natafuta Yesu maishani yao.
Yale ametenda 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 amekuwa mkale tangu enzi za kale yejemedare habadiliki kamwe kaokoa Israeli tumaini na mateso ya shetani mapongezi jemedari wangu mwenyezi hata nikosee nipotee nimepanda nimeshuka milima mabonde na mito nimevuka nimeota nimesota nimekosa mpaka nimekopa nimeamini binadamu ole wangu roho wakanivunja niliambiwa nikakana mimi mwenyewe nimekuja ona tunachodhamini akitufanyi tufurahi ona jiuliza furaha yangu ni nani afadhali Yesu afadhali aliye na Yesu afadhali Yesu afadhali aliye na Yesu afadhali Yesu afadhali aliye na Yesu afadhali Yesu afadhali aliye na Yesu.
So happy to have her with us for the very first time, her first studio interview. Motherhood looks good on you, girl.
Are you serious?
You are looking... I've been seeing people on Twitter saying you look so hot. Everybody on Instagram is like, you look so nice. And this is how many months after having a baby?
2 months.
2 months.
2 months. And the thing is, I feel different. I feel like everything is different. Everything.
I think you've never looked better, honestly speaking.
Wow.
I think you look amazing.
Sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, Is this
But
me?
2 months after having a baby, have you seen people 2 months after having a baby?
Yeah.
I'll tell you that story another day. Please join me on the red couch, size 8. Thank
I'll
you.
join you.
Thank you.
Even Viatwasa. Is
And
a
you're
problem.
wearing heels.
Yeah, okay. See, of course now, this is the only time I wear heels. I'm always in flat shoes at home.
Flat
so yeah.
shoes.
Yes.
Before we get into motherhood, by the way, we're talking to size 8. You know her for her hit songs, the ones she's performed here, among many others. I want to start with the transition, size 8, from secular to gospel. Any regrets?
No, never. I'm happy. I'm content. Things are working. I did the best thing. I did the best thing.
Because I remember we talked about that when you made that switch earlier on. And I'm happy to see that you're still going at it.
Yes.
But now let's talk about motherhood. Take us through the pregnancy. You know, what were you feeling at the time? What cravings did you have? Did you have an easy pregnancy?
No, mine was horrible. I was in and out of hospital all the time. Because I had, I've never said this in public. I had complications with my pregnancy. I went to the emergency room twice. So it was a whole lot of drama. And actually, when I held my baby in hospital, I had a CS because I gave birth early, like 4 weeks early. So it was a lot of drama. But when I held my baby, I forgot everything. I forgot everything that ever happened. And now I understand people, as in. That's why I always post on my Instagram wall, like when you get pregnant, don't abort. Because me, I was crying, telling God, let me not lose this baby. Because hormones imbalance, there were so many things. I'm seeing a cardiologist, the next time I'm seeing I don't know who. And then it was drama. And that's why at some point I just left the limelight, because kusema ukweli, but when I hold my baby, Kaladasha, Nikikabeba, as in, I've forgotten everything and I'm thanking God. So I tell ladies, you might get pregnant with the wrong man, but don't abort that baby. Because ujui kuna mtu analia kama mimi nasema aki uye mtoto wangu asiende, and God has given you a nice pregnancy and you're like, you don't want this baby. You know, you never know. Your words can come to pass. True.
Well said. So you had a baby girl.
Yes.
Ladasha.
Yes.
Beautiful. How many kgs was she when you, was she a big baby?
No. Okay. I don't like talking about this story. My baby was underweight. She was 1.9.
Okay.
And I remember when I was given the baby, I was like, what am I gonna do? First, she's not full term. She's 1.9 kgs. Then when I left the hospital, she was 1.7. And when I got home, stima ikapotea. Yo siku generator ifanyi.
What?
I'm being told lazima mtoto akwe warm. As in, it was a
first time mother. It's
but now
crazy.
she's 4 kgs, so you know that is that. So
2 months later.
2 months later, yeah, we fed her.
And you know, with a lot of new mothers, they talk about breastfeeding being an issue. You know, the baby latching.
Yes.
Just the posture, how to actually position the baby.
I was like, what madness is this? You know, and then at that time I didn't even have milk, because of course my mom had just passed. So, and then the baby is underweight, came early, so it was a lot of stress. So I couldn't even maziwa takuna. So it was stress. To some point she was not feeding well, na mbwa sijui anafaa kuwekwa chuma ndani ya mapua to feed her, the tube they put. So anyway, but it's in the past. And now I'm happy and she's okay and I'm good.
Okay. So looking back at that experience and seeing yourself actually go through that, it's 2 months now. How are you coping now? What would you tell a new mother who is perhaps so scared? You know, wondering, this baby won't breastfeed, this baby has colic.
Colic. Where does colic come from? Where does it come from? Anyway, me, what I'll tell mothers is, if I went through, I just gave birth and the next day my mother died, and my baby was, she was not fully developed, she was underweight and everything. If I went through that, went with the baby home, the baby is 4 kgs, you can do it. But of course you can't do it to your own strength. God gives you grace, and He stands with you, and you go through it. And actually, right now I'm here. At least now she's grown. I can live her.
Live her with someone.
Yeah, I live her with someone, and she's fine. Because I couldn't. For 1 month I could not. I could not even just. You know how you take your eyes off for like a minute? I couldn't.
pole sana about the passing away of your mom. We'll be talking about that shortly. Let me talk to you about, so you're a new mother, you have a husband, you're newly married.
Yes.
So there's this husband who is also your baby.
They say their first baby.
Yes, that's the first baby.
Yeah.
So for a lot of new mothers, sometimes they neglect them there, which is the husband.
Yes.
And men kind of get confused at
And
this
it brings
time.
drama.
So how did you cope with that? Was he supportive? Was he sulking? How did he take the whole new little visitor in the house?
Taking away the mother's attention. Okay. Okay, when the baby came, I was a bit confused. I went into depression for 1 week or 2 weeks.
So you had postnatal
Yes, I
depression.
did for a week. I will not lie to anybody.
I did.
Mothers,
yes.
So at that time, it was really there for me because it was burial time. Vitumingi zamaze, whatever. But when I got out of it, I came back to reality where, you know, as a woman, you have to balance. You just have to balance. And you can never say, kwende na uko. You can never. They are both your children. So you just. Okay, actually, I told God, God give me strength and grace and wisdom to balance these two people. And somehow I found a way to balance them. But my husband is also supportive. He's very supportive. But also I, as a woman, because you know men love attention. As much as they do not want to agree, they love it. So you have to give both of them attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, just finding somebody to take care of your baby, nanny. Wise. A lot of new mothers, and I've experienced this, don't want help from anybody.
Yeah.
You want to be the person that bathes your baby,
Yes.
feeds your baby.
Yeah, to some point, I went to hospital. I was told I had a breakdown because every day I was like this. I don't want anybody to touch the baby. And then I was like, because when I sleep, maybe I give you a baby, you hold for me, I sleep. She has to take formula, you see, because I didn't have enough to pump. So I'm like, I don't want her to take the formula because now I have milk. So nilikuwa tu hivi na mtoto, kuna siku ingine I had a headache. I was like dozing off. So I had to get someone to help me, and also my mother-in-law has really helped me. As in she's really helped me. And then I had to you need support. You need support.
Okay. So let's go back to that unfortunate day. It's supposed to be the happiest day of your life. You give birth to your child, and then you receive news that you've lost your mother. On the same day, receiving that news, I know it's not easy to talk about, but take us back to that moment and the days following after that. I mean, that must have been a roller coaster.
Yeah, I don't know. To some point, I asked God, Lillian, I asked God, okay, what have I done wrong? Because it was a whole lot of drama. I wanted to give birth normally, nikaambiwa CS, mtoto ametoka, it was an emergency, and then mtoto underweight. Then immediately I've just gotten through all that. Then I'm told my mom has died. I couldn't mourn my mom. I couldn't be happy for my baby. Let me just be honest. I went blank. I went blank because I didn't know. Now, if I mourn for my mom, that means I'm not happy for my baby. If I am happy for my baby, I won't mourn my mom. So it's like I'm choosing one person and taking the other one. So I was blank. And then my husband was really there for me because Lillian, I couldn't even function. You know, you can't even function. And then I remember one day in hospital, I broke down. Now, I really broke down. The whole ward came because I was shouting and screaming. I was hysterically crying because I was like, God, I was shouting and asking God, Nini, okay, what is going on? As in, I was calling out Jesus. I'm like, what is going on? As in, the whole ward came. The nurses were there. They're like, what is going on? I was just screaming and shouting. There I have a wound. When you have a CS, there's a wound. I'm telling God, what is this? But in a way, God told me He was molding me for more ministry. Now I can talk to a woman who's gone through some of these things. Like right now, I can't, you know me, I'm honest. I can't exercise. I have to wait for my wound to heal, for me to exercise, to go to whatever shape I want to go to. So I understand now women who, you know, I understand a lot of things. And I think even when I write my music, it can relate to many people. Yeah.
Wow. That must have been quite a sad experience, has it? But then I'm happy you're saying that it molded you. You buried your mother in Uganda or in Kenya?
I didn't go.
You did not go?
I couldn't travel. Okay, that was the hardest part for me. Now, the current hospital psychologist talked to me, and they told me I have to go see my mom. Sayo sijapona hata niko tu hivyo, so I had to leave the hospital. I went to church, saw her for like 5 minutes. I had like 5-10 minutes to just say bye because I hadn't seen her after she died. And then I couldn't travel because I was not allowed to travel. The baby is not okay, she needs me. So for me that was the hardest part. And then everybody went, I was left alone. The whole family went because everybody wants to bury my mom.
New mother, you've lost your mom, and you're all alone.
I'm alone, as in I was crying. I'm crying, the tears are just falling. They're not, as in, because I'm alone, I'm a new mom. Then, you know, if the baby needs heat, because, you know, Anna, she doesn't have her own, what is it called, adipose tissue, the one under the skin. As in, it was terrible. But anyway, I came out of it, and I came out strong. So, yeah.
Wow, thanks for sharing that powerful story. 2 months down the line, would you say you're the same person? What has this whole experience taught you about life in general, about you yourself as a person?
First of all, appreciate your loved ones. You never know. You never know. Even if you quarrel with your mom, please pick up the phone and call her or your dad. You never know. Or anybody, you never know. In Maisha ni maua. It's here, it's there. That's the first thing I learned. The second thing I learned is that we need God. As in, I just realized you cannot survive without God, because God is the only person who brought me out of that situation and gave me the strength to take care of my baby. And now I'm here, I've changed it a lot, and then life changes. Like, life has different faces. Me at Najangalea kwa mirror, I can't recognize my own self. So.
I think you look beautiful. I don't know why you keep saying that.
No,
in fact, if I were you, I would keep this look.
Yeah, but it's shocking, you know.
So let's talk about your different look now, because people say, wow, you now have black hair, they know you for your red hair. So are we keeping the black hair?
You know why I ended up with black hair? It's because my saloonist went to Congo, and then I had nobody to come home to make my hair because I couldn't leave the house. So the person who I called to come make my hair couldn't get red hair. So they just came, they bought the black hair they could find, and that's how I ended up like this.
But do you like it? Do you
I love the black, and the change is as good as the rest.
Yeah. So are we done? You're done with the red, or not quite?
You know, I don't know. Let's wait and see, because you never know. You never know.
Right, so you are size 8 because you've always been a size 8. I think now you're like a size, maybe not even 10, maybe a big 8. But let's talk about your body goals. Where do you want to be? What are you eating? Because a lot of new mothers are saying, please share with us what your diet is. Okay, what are you doing? Are you eating the jahez, the uji?
Okay, uji apana. Uji apana. What I'll tell mothers is, for me, what I'm eating a lot, I'm not taking a lot of carbohydrates, because what makes you big is carbohydrates. So I'm big on the vegetables, on the proteins, calcium, vitamins, and everything. I'm big on that. And then also I don't want a stomach, so sitaki kula maugali kubwa, kimchele kinatoshana hivi, so that I'm just moderating. And then of course uji apana, uji no. Uji no. But jahe I have to. For me it helps me. And
are you a big feeder before? Because there are people who eat a lot and they just don't put on weight.
Yeah, so, me, I was a big feeder, I don't know. But I was very active. I was a very active pregnant woman, so maybe that's why Okay. But I used to eat like you can eat a lot, but you're not eating junk. The problem is eating junk. Nakula machipo, mabaga, the problem is eating junk. But if you eat like vegetables and everything, but anyway, with pregnancy you have to add weight. Okay.
Yeah, you do, and I think that's the main point here. You have to put on some weight, but then the important thing is how you shed it. A lot of mothers, new mothers, are unable to balance between career, baby, and even breastfeeding, because you're told that at least for the first 6 months of a child's life you need to exclusively breastfeed this child. So for the new mothers out there who just won't breastfeed out of the attitude that perhaps my breasts will sag, or that it's not I'm seriously speaking, a lot of new mothers are not breastfeeding their babies. I've gone to several symposiums where a lot of the breastfeeding advocates say that they're concerned that new mothers are not breastfeeding their babies. What would you say to new mothers out there in terms of breastfeeding? Can
I be very honest? That's being very selfish, because especially because me, the education I know about breast milk, it has immune it boosts the baby's immune system, and the nutrients and the milk itself is easy for a new baby to digest. Ukimuintroduce kwa vitu mingi sana mpya, you know, the baby becomes uncomfortable and blah blah blah, yeah. And then it's the time you bond with your baby. That's the main thing, you bond with your child when you're breastfeeding. And this bond, you can't pick it from the sky. You see, you have to be with your baby to bond. And because me, I've realized the more this baby grows, the more we spend time, the more I love the baby. Because you can't be given a baby and automatically you're so in love with the baby. Because it's the bonding that builds the and then don't be selfish. Your mother breastfed you. Unless you are like me, Wendy, at some point you didn't have milk and you don't have a choice. And then there can I say this on television? There are bras you buy that you constantly wear, that you'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, God created us that way, right?
Yes, yes.
So, I want to talk about, as we begin to close, you know, the CS, for a lot of mothers who have had cesarean section, who feel like perhaps they, you know, there's that guilt for a lot of mothers that comes with having a CS. You feel like, you know, I wanted to have, you know, a vaginal delivery that did not work. What would you say to mothers out there who have even gone for Lamaze classes and eventually had to go through a CS, and most of them actually get postnatal depression after that because of the shock factor. They were not expecting a CS, you know, it's surgery, you can't quite bend, you can't carry your baby the way you want to. So what would you say to mothers out there who are dealing with postnatal depression, particularly that comes not only from a CS, but just that whole new shock factor of a new baby, no support system? What would you say to them?
Okay, me, I was there.
What worked for you?
What worked for me is that I told myself I did my best, because there's a point I felt like I failed my own baby. I failed my baby because I was ready to give birth. You know, those ones, you're excited. I've done the research. You know, I've done the. Then I walk into the hospital. Then they tell me, oh, emergency. What? I cried. I cried. I didn't sign those papers. It's my husband who signed the papers. I cried. I said, I don't want. My God, because I was like, my God, man, no, my God cannot allow. Yeah. You know, you get hysterical. And I was taken to the CS room crying, to the theater crying, and I was like, are you sure this is the only option? Then I found out that my baby's, the umbilical cord had gone round. So if I had a normal pregnancy, I would have been placing her in danger.
A normal delivery,
Yes, and then when you go home, you want to do so much for your baby, but you know you can't do because of the wound. So that's why you need support. Me, if it went for my sisters and my mother-in-law, I don't know what I would have done, because uchungu iko, unasikia uchungu na lazima breastfeed, and I don't know what. And there's a friend of ours who actually her wound iliraruka. It tore because she had nobody else to help her. So what I can say at home, I don't know which camera this one. What I can say at home, mtoto mezana CS, give them support. Give them support. Don't allow them, because it's like any other normal surgery. Yeah. They need support.
Ultimately, I keep saying that as long as the baby is healthy, it doesn't really matter. CS, no CS, normal delivery, as long as the baby is healthy and alive, that's the most important fact. So now going back to work, career, what are we expecting from you? Do you plan to go back to music? Are you writing? We know that you shot something while you were pregnant. Tell us about your plans, career plans.
Of course, I have to go back to music. It's my DNA. It's inside me, so I have to go back to music. That's a definite. And of course, I'm venturing out business-wise, production-wise. I have a school, by the way.
Really?
Yes, I have a daycare, kindergarten. It's in Buru.
Wow!
Free marketing citizen. It's in Buru Phase 1, Mukondo Court, House 244. It's a daycare and a kindergarten. Because
when did you start the daycare, and why? Why the passion for children?
I've always had a passion for children. I think they're the cleanest people on earth. Kind-hearted.
And they smell good.
You know people, but children are pure, you know. And I just wanted an environment where they can be themselves, they can explore, because I don't think I got an opportunity to be truly me when I was young, and bring out these talents that I have. So I wanted an environment where a child can grow to be who they are, and we start nurturing them and as young as they are.
Somebody is asking, now they're calling you Mama. Who? Mama Latisha?
Mama Ladasha Bell. Ladasha Bell Wambui.
Ladasha Bell. That's a unique name, Wambui.
Yes.
Wow. So, okay. I want to talk about now you and DJ Mo, and you guys both being celebrities. Being a celebrity couple, how easy or hard is that? There's stalkers, there's the gossip that will always find a way.
The gossip will
fish out a story from the
gossip will always be there. Stalkers will always be there. So we reached up. We when we got married, we knew that in the house ni Samuel Moraya na Lynette Munyali. There's no DJ Mo, there's no size 8 in the house. You leave that in the uko kwa mlango, because now if I enter with my attitude of size 8, will you have mini size 8 where idea? No, you see,
actually, you know, a lot of celebrities don't actually tie the knot because there's two egos in the house.
Yeah.
So one of you has to be the celebrity.
Yes, there's no celebrity. It's a normal husband and wife in the house. Normal husband and wife duties, normal marriage. Just normal. There's no size 8 uko nje, DJ Mo uko nje, celebrityness uko nje. Ukifika kwa mlango, you leave it at the door, you enter.
What does he love most about you? What does he love about you? It could be your cooking, it could be...
My cooking.
Yeah? What do you cook really well?
I love cooking. I cook so many things. So I love, like the only thing I have to do for him right now is cook for him. Like that's the thing he told me. I know you have a baby, you're so tired, you have so much work, but please cook for me. That's the only thing. Yes, that's the one he likes the most. But anyway,
so what do you cook best? I want to know. Is it chapos, pilau, nini? What is the best thing that you say? And you have
okay, I have a very nice recipe for kuku. Kuku tamu, kuku ile unakula mpaka unasila bones. So that's for me that's the best dish.
Okay. So thanks for sharing. I want to read out some of your feedback, guys. Somebody here is saying, congratulations, Isaac, for giving birth to baby girl, and I'm also sorry for losing your lovely mother. Have courage and take care of your baby. Hi, Isaac, take it easy. We were mourning together. I'd lost my dad at the same time as well. Somebody said, looking awesome at size 8 reborn. Size 8, you look so nice. Mungu amekuguza. Wish you good health and your family. Somebody here saying, wow, size 8, you look so beautiful with your baby. Somebody saying, they love your black hair, by the way.
So I keep it.
Hi, Lillian. So you see, your story is encouraging a lot of new mothers, because somebody is saying, hi, Lillian, size 8 is lucky. I gave birth 2 months early, and my baby was 1.2 kgs, like a packet of sugar. I had to leave her at Mpisha for 2 months in an incubator, visiting 4 times a day. I salute all mothers now. My daughter has more weight than me 21 years later.
Wow.
So you see, a lot of new mothers really struggling with that whole...
Yes, that whole drama.
It's crazy, trust me. Those of us who have had babies know it is crazy. Yes. But we're so happy for you. So anything that we're expecting you to release in the next coming weeks?
Of course, songs are there.
Yeah.
Songs are there. I'm even writing a book, so it's a lot of
book.
Yes, a lot of new things, a lot of, because you need to share your story sometimes and encourage people and whatever. And so it's a lot of new things, and of course, you know, I'm born again. I cannot come here and not talk about
this experience. Did not shake your faith at
all. It actually drew me closer to God, because I realized the Bible says my strength is made perfect in your weakness. That's when I realized how strong God is and how I need Him. As in, says it's about God. I can't. And I encourage people at home, like, you need God. As in, you need God in your life. Without God, you cannot make it. You cannot go anywhere. You cannot survive. Hii dunia iko na mashida mingi. Iko na issues mob. And some issues money cannot solve. Some issues money cannot solve. And not like... And that's when you need the strength from heaven, and you need confidence from heaven, and you need, sometimes you feel like a bad mom. I know many moms have gone through this, like all of them. You just feel like you're not doing the right thing. So for me, I just tell people, receive Jesus Christ as your personal savior. Take God in your life, and it's not complicated. You know, sometimes people complicate Christianity. You know, just accept God and live a good life, and He strengthens you day by day. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that, size 8. We've been talking to size 8. Isn't she a hot mom? I mean, I am, and she's complaining here after 2 months. Really? Anyway, so the hashtag is #1on1, or talk to us on 22422. Want you to close for us with your favorite song. I know you've got many, but your favorite, the one that just particularly gave you strength at that time when you were going through what you were going through.
I don't know if Crossfade has it. Crossfade, you can That is for me.
That's my favorite
Yes,
too.
that is.
I love the reggae beat on that
Yes,
song.
and then that song encouraged me. Like I still have God.
You know, it's almost as if, you know, sometimes like how you will pen something in your diary and it's almost like you premeditated that it was going to happen.
Yeah.
That song encourages so many people, and I'm sure even for you.
For me,
because
actually,
you
for
wrote
me,
it way earlier.
Way earlier, but that time I was like, I'm not alone. I still have God. I still have. Yes, wako hapa, as in I can go on, I can fight this, I can go on, and my mom has gone to a better place. My baby needs me now, but God will give me the strength. Yeah.
And you too have a beautiful baby. Salimia mzee sana.
Salimia. Thank you for the invite. Next time I come so that
Next time you come with us, you give us
says,
relationship tips.
Yes,
As a young couple, to young couples out there, just relationship tips. We're happy we celebrate your marriage and your baby. Congratulations.
You. And I love my husband, baby. Thank you for everything, and my sisters and everyone who's been supporting me and my fans. God bless you.
Oh.
Yes.
All right, girl. Please close the show for us.
He'll never forsake you. He'll never leave you. Believe it when I say.